Hello, hello, hello. Let me go ahead and get everything in alignment. Make sure that I am live on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay. So, this is my first time going live on this platform. I am using a platform so that I can stream on multiple platforms at the same time. I'm just trying something new, right? Getting back in the game with this technology, but yeah, so thank you guys for being patient. I have had a little lagging in the system, but that's okay because nothing's going to stop us, right? Nothing's going to deter us from our destiny. Even though things try to come in and stop us, we not stopping, right? We only have 2 more months left till the new year. Um, so yeah, so what I wanted to do is go ahead and get you guys in position to win, to win. I've been on this credit journey for going on 8 years now, going on 8 years, but there were a lot of things that I did not know in the beginning. There were a lot of things that I learned during the process. I've learned that a lot of people look, number one, first and foremost, we are not broke. We are not broke. We just have broke spending habits. We can do all things. We are omnipresent, okay? We have the ability, we have the strength, we have the wealth, we have the power to do whatever it is we put our mind to. So I know you guys were in the manifesting mode yesterday, the 1111 portal, and all these cool things. But like they say, faith without works is dead. We got to put in the work if we want results. Point blank. There are a lot of people, yeah, I'm going to wait on the Lord. I'm going to pray about it. Or, my blessings are coming. My blessings are coming. And you're just sitting there and you're not putting in any work. Or we're just sitting here and we're not promoting our business, letting people know that this is what we actually do. So it's like you're the best kept secret. You're the best kept secret. God provided us all with our own unique gifts. It's time to use them. It's time to go out there and rightfully get what is ours. And in one of my mentorships with Mr. Dion Coopwood, one of his favorite sayings, one of our favorite mantras is poverty ran in my family until it ran into me. We have to be the ones that break that generational curse. And it's not about, coming out here getting wealthy and flogging with the cars and the homes and this, that, and the third. Wealth is in our mind. Wealth is in our education. Wealth is in our heart, right? So I came on here today just to give you guys a little education about, this credit thing, this credit game, because it's just a game. But check it out. We can't win that game if we don't know how to play it. Point blank, period. You cannot win a game if you don't know how to play it. So I just came here to teach you guys, a little bit about the game. And that's it. That's all. I'm going to give you education. And for those of you who stay until the end, I'm going to give you a free ebook about credit. I've been doing so amazing out here in Arizona. This sun is just good for my soul, baby. Right? So I'm going to share with you guys an ebook that I created about credit, and I have so many other ebooks. I haven't put them on the market for sale or anything like that because I just been actually just creating the ebooks to get it out of my head, right? Because I have so much knowledge, I have so much experience, I've been helping so many people, and I'm like, this needs to get out here to the world. There are certain things that went on in my life that kind of stunted my throat chakra, even my heart space, right? Because I was betrayed, ridiculed, held back, told what to say, how to say it, how to move, when to move. I would have made a horrible slave. That's not in my bloodline. Number one. It's not in my bloodline to be somebody's puppet because I'm co creating with the Most High. I'm co creating with God, period. I live by the spirit and not by the flesh. Because I'm going to tell you, flesh leads you wrong every single time. So all I'm here to do is to give you the information, the education, and another one of my favorite sayings is eat the fish and throw away the bones. Now, if it resonates with you, cool, hop on it. But if it doesn't, hop off of it, right? Because I'm not for everybody and everybody is not for me. And that's one thing that I really had to come into realization about. And that's okay. It's perfectly okay not to be for everybody and for everybody not to be for you because our vibe does attract our tribe, right? Another thing, if it doesn't feel good, it's not God. So follow your gut, follow your instincts. I mean, if you've been with a company or a person or even in an environment for such a long time and you're just stagnant, you're not getting ahead, you're not feeling good, you're not money's not coming your way over there or opportunities aren't coming your way over there, it's time to move. It's time to get out of that situation. Loyalty is one thing, but stupidity is another. Loyalty is one thing, but stupidity is another. But I'm not on here to call nobody stupid. But like Forrest Gump says, stupid is as stupid does. Okay. So, yep, I'm going to see if I can actually share my screen so I can give the presentation. Again, my name is Kimberly Connor. I am the creator of Birth a Nation Network. I'm praying that this works. This again, let me go ahead and make sure that I am on YouTube and Facebook because we out here, we outside, okay? Make sure. I love you guys. I miss you. I miss doing this. But again, I've been back here protecting my energy for a reason because I had some energy leaks. And we'll talk about that later because I do have a school community that I'm developing and it's called WTF 50 plus, right? And I know what you're thinking, but I'm going to share that later. That's a whole nother episode. And it's just about after you're over the age of 50, your kids are grown and you've done everything in your possible power and where your consciousness lied. You did everything that you could possibly do to be the best that you could possibly be to those children with where your awareness and your consciousness was at that particular time. And it's okay that people didn't feel that it was enough. And it's okay that you did not know, right? We weren't born with the instruction booklet to wealth, health, relationships. This is shit you had to learn along the way. And we're still learning along the way, even though we're 50 plus and people think that we're God and we're supposed to know it all, have it all together, be that perfect person. Nobody's perfect. We are spirits having a human experience. That's where they call that word human being. But when you're 50 plus, you're now known as human becoming, right? Because this human avatar, it ain't going with us where we're going, right? So it's all about leveling up. It's all about getting on that higher vibration with knowledge, being around people that uplift you, being around like-minded individuals. You don't have to merge with everybody because what's going to happen is that's going to keep you anchored to a bunch of stuff that you're not even associated with. Like that's not your problem. So why be anchored to that problem when it's not your problem, right? So that's what that community is going to be about, how to take your power back, especially after the age of 50 and your kids are grown and you're trying to find your own identity because we've lived so long being what other people wanted us to be, living up to the identity that they wanted us to uphold, whether it's in your relationships, jobs, organizations. And I'll just say, I'm just going to leave it at that. But anyway, so this episode is not about way to freedom 50 plus. Okay. So I did see a little lag there, but let me see where we're at. 1 second. Make sure that I'm live. Yep, it says that I'm live. Okay, perfect. I'm live on Facebook. So I'm just going to take it that I'm also live on I'm live on Facebook. So you guys, thank you for hanging in. So I'm just going to take it that I'm also live. So yep, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me make sure that I can share my screen with you guys. Let's talk finances. Let's talk about credit. Okay, so let's talk about credit. If you guys can hear me, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, go ahead and put a 1 in the chat. Let's go ahead and test this thing out. I appreciate my tribe. I appreciate my audience, my friends, my loved ones. Thank you guys for rocking it out with me. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's pray. Hold on 1 second. If it works, it works, Can you guys hear me? Yeah. So what we're going to do, just a second. Can you guys hear me? Okay, she's coming back. Okay, for some reason, I'm just going to play with this. This is the day that the Lord has made. So let's just play with it. We're going to call this the testing day. Okay. So thank you guys. Let me see if I can share my screen one more time. Here we go. I think we're in here. Boom. All right, so let me check my sound on Facebook. Okay, can you hear me? All right, so let me check my sound on Facebook. All right, we're in there. We're in there. We are in there. So again, my name is Kimberly Connor, and I am here in sunny Arizona. Right, I'm loving the weather. It is what? How many degrees? It's 77 degrees today, or right now, and it's 11:27 here. I did want to start this episode at 11:11, and I'll be doing this throughout the week, hopefully throughout the month, depending on how it goes and how many people I can help, because I only have a few slots available, because I take a personal approach on what I do. I walk you through every single step. It's not just going to be a course, it's actually going to be a mentorship, and it's affordable for now, right? I have some specials, because one thing I'm realizing is that we're in the trenches, right? We are in the trenches. A lot of things are going on, and it's not because, like I said, it's not because we don't have the money. It's that we're being programmed to put our money where it does not even benefit you, your family, your legacy, not even your future, but it's benefiting the big company's future. It's benefiting big pharma. It's benefiting the hospitals, the grocery stores. It's benefiting everybody but you and your family. So what I do is I teach people how to turn those liabilities into assets. I went from Section 8 to home ownership to landlord to multi-business owner, making $9 an hour when I bought my first home on Section 8. So if I can do it, you can do it. You just have to reprogram your mindset. You have to unlearn a lot of the stuff that you've been taught so that you can relearn. It's like reprogramming a computer, upgrading the hardware, right? All right, so let's talk about how to get that 850 credit score blueprint. The reason that I want to talk about credit is because credit is the rules are changing on a daily basis. And they do that for a reason. Because it was so many of us getting that 620 credit score to where you're eligible to buy a home, and then they start throwing in other monkey wrenches in order to keep us stuck. So let's talk about credit. Not for me to sell, but for you to know. And I'm also gonna, like I said, I'm gonna give you, if you want this slideshow, I'll give you the slideshow so that you can understand what the 850 credit score blueprint is all about. And I'm going to tell you a thing about the 850 credit score blueprint. 850 ain't nothing but a number. That's bragging rights. I'll say that again. 850 ain't nothing but a number. That's bragging rights. What really matters when it comes to your credit are the data points. The data points. So that's what we're going to go over today. The data. Your credit score isn't built on opinions or guesswork. It's constructed entirely from precise data points that lenders transmit to credit bureaus through standardized systems like Metro 2. Look, every single point in your 300 to 850 credit score range comes from how accurately and positively these data fields are reported. Everybody's born with a 300 credit score. And then from there, you build or you destroy, right? You build or you destroy. You cannot go below a 300. Actually, I'm working on somebody right now that has like a 374. I'm like, what the? Yeah, so that's possible. And she's around my age. But the thing about it is, we got some work to do. Okay. So the credit score range, it comes from how accurately and positively these data fields are reported. And understanding this foundational truth is the first step towards mastering your credit profile and achieving the financial freedom that you deserve. Ain't nobody coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. So let me talk about this amazing tool that I am a proud owner of. That's right. I own my own software, and it's Metro 2, because Metro 2 is the foundation of credit scoring. What is Metro 2? Metro 2 is the standardized reporting format that creditors use to transmit your credit information to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Now, this system ensures consistent, accurate data exchange across the entire ecosystem. Every payment, balance, and account status is encoded in specific data fields that scoring modules read directly. And I put this in writing because I'm going to send you guys, I can create this into an ebook. I'm going to send it to you because I want us to understand how credit really works, right? So every payment, balance, and account status is encoded in specific data fields and scoring modules. That scoring modules read directly. No summaries, no interpretations, just raw structured information. So that's what the credit scoring and the foundation is all about. So that's Metro 2. And you're like, okay, so we're using the FICO score and the Vantage score. And what's the difference, Kim? But let me tell you why Metro 2 matters. FICO and Vantage score algorithms, they don't see your full financial story. They only process the Metro 2 data points that your creditors report, which this means your score is only as good as the accuracy and positivity of those transmitted fields. So what I do is I go in and I help people to clean those status codes up. I teach them how to lower their utilization, even if their utilization is high on their credit cards. We could still do things to hide that utilization. But hey, got to get on the inside to find out those gems and secrets. All right. And then extended positive payment history, it creates the strongest possible scores. So you guys, if you know that things are being reported to your credit bureau, put those on auto pay. Don't miss a payment, because that payment history is what hurts us. And they know that. The system knows that, because they know that we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. They know that we bought a house using our gross income. Woo, yeah. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. And we're fighting to pay our bills. They know that they gave us these student loans knowing we wouldn't be able to pay them back. It's so funny why they would just give us a student loan without even checking our credit score, but it reflects and it hurts our credit score. But then they won't even give us a loan to buy a home or start a business. It's all designed that way, guys. And yeah, it's not okay. So let's go ahead and understand the 5 pillars of credit scoring. Let's go ahead and understand this. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on my Facebook, making sure that things are in alignment. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the scoring module looks like. Okay, our payment history. Remember, I just spoke about the payment history. That's 35% of our credit score. Credit utilization, that's 30% of our credit score. Credit history, the length of credit, which means how long have you had credit? How long have you been establishing credit, right? So that's our credit history length. That's 15%. Credit mix. That means, do you have a credit mix? Are you credit worthy? Do you have revolving accounts and installment loans? Those are your two credit mixes, revolving credit and installment loans. How about new credit? That's where those inquiries come from, recent inquiries, and newly opened accounts affect your score, right? Newly opened accounts affect your score. Now, typically, you don't want any more than 5 new accounts within a 24-month period. That's the 524 rule. So keep that in mind. Okay. So that's how we're looking. So you can see that the payment history and the credit utilization, that's 65% of your whole entire credit score. Go figure. So who suffers the most with that 65%? People that don't have enough money. People that are mismanaging their money, if you will, because we have enough money, we are just mismanaging it, right? So I am here for it. I'm here to teach you, help you, walk through this mentorship with you on how to structure your credit report so that those data points don't kill you. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go over to the next slide. I'm not going to read these, word for word or whatever, but strategy number 1, again, strategy. There's strategies to this thing. Strategy number 1 is to master your credit utilization. Now, I know everybody's always telling you keep it under 30%, but ideally to get up to that quote unquote 850 over 750 credit score, you want to optimize it to under 10%. 10% and below, that is golden. That's your sweet spot. Okay. You can also request limit increases in order to, again, lower that credit utilization. Now, you're not requesting limit increases to go and spend it and jack you right back up to 99% utilization. That's not what we're doing. We're asking for the limit increases in order to lower your utilization, period, point blank. So ideally, keep in mind, we're just going to keep it 100. Keep in mind, if you have a $500 credit card, to keep it under 10%, you really only have $50 on that credit card. But make sure that you utilize that $50 because some companies will cancel that credit card for no activity. Okay, buy a pack of gum or whatever, a bag of chips or, a salad, gas, and then pay it off on auto pay, because that auto pay is going to help you with that payment history, that on-time payment history, right? So put all of your credit cards that are reporting to your credit bureaus, put those on auto pay. Put some money in the bank aside, say all of my credit cards are coming out of this particular account. So I know I won't have no missed payment. So I know they'll be paid on time. And yeah, just keep it like that. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next screen. This one's kind of awkward. It's called the utilization impact by threshold. So that's going to be in the ebook. You guys can take a look at that when you get the ebook. And what it's doing is it's just showing you how utilization hurts people, and how it impacts your credit score, right? So I'm not going to go into that because of how the slide is. So, yep. So let's go ahead and go to strategy 2. Strategy 2 is, of course, to dispute inaccurate data, leveraging the Fair Credit Reporting Act. A lot of people don't know this, but this is our legal right. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is section 611, it grants you the legal right to dispute any information on your credit report that is inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable. Credit bureaus must, and I'm going to repeat, they must investigate your disputes within 30 days and remove or correct information that they cannot verify. And if they come back and say they verified it, we want a letter of verification. How did you verify it? When was it verified? Who did you verify it with? We want all the tea, because if you didn't verify it accurately, they need to cut it. All right. Now, this isn't about removing accurate negative information. It's about ensuring that only verified, accurate data appears on your profile. Errors are surprisingly common, which are affecting approximately 20% of consumers, according to the FTC. And I'm dealing with most of those 20%, right? I'm helping them to get their data corrected. I'm helping them to get in the trenches and actually file these reports. I'm talking about, the FTC is shut down right now due to government shutdown. But let me tell you who ain't shut down. The credit bureaus. The credit bureaus are not shut down, right? So we're out here working. We're working on them. All right. So this is dispute inaccurate data under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So step one, first of all, you just need to obtain all 3 reports. I do have where you can pull all 3 reports only for $1, and then I can give you a free consultation to get you where you need to go. So number 1 is obtain all 3 credit reports. Number 2 is to document every error. Number 3 is to gather supporting evidence. Number 4, submit a formal dispute. Number 5, monitor your investigation results. You want to make sure that you keep an accurate way that you are tracking what you're doing with the credit bureaus, because they are a little grimy on the back end, right? They are a little saucy or spicy, if you will, and they'll be like, oh, we didn't receive your letter, or it's just a lot of things that they're doing to us to keep us down. So it's very, very important that you keep a detailed tracking record of how you communicate with them when you send the letters out. You definitely, if at all possible, you want to use certified mail, then that way you know they got it. And then if they do not do what they're supposed to do, they, meaning the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, or Experian, it's time to file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They're still open. So they are the real credit bureau that says, hey, they're the boss to these credit agencies. The agencies are TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. They're not even bureaus. The lies they tell. Okay, so what to include in your dispute package if and when you decide to do it yourself, right? I have people that say, oh, I'm going to do it myself. If you were going to do it yourself, it would have already been done. And I'm not here to throw shade or salt on your lifestyle or anything like that. It's just like me, I don't, let me see what I don't do, because I do a lot. Okay, I don't do my own nails. Okay, I don't do my own nails, but I like my nails done, right? So I go get my nails done. I go pay somebody to do it because, number 1, I don't have the time to do it, and number 2, that's not my expertise. So I go pay somebody to do it. All right. So what to include in your dispute package? You want to, number 1, identify the verification, which means include copies of your government issued ID, your social security card, and a proof of your current address, like a utility bill, lease agreement. The bureaus require identity confirmation before processing any dispute. And what they're doing is they're trying to get more information on you, more data on you. So you want to make sure that you give them what they need in order for them to move forward with the investigation. All right, so you want to make sure that your account documentation, you want to provide statements, payment confirmations, or correspondence from the creditor that contradicts what they're reporting on your credit profile. Bank records, canceled checks, they serve as sometimes powerful evidence, right? So if they're saying that you're late, for instance, 30, 60, 90, 120, and then you go into collections, that's cool. But what they can do is say 30 days late, then hop over to 90 days late, or just go from 30 days late to straight charge off. There has to be a track record. It has to be in compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It has to show that you were 30, 60, 90, 120, and then charge off. If any of that is missing, it's inaccurate. They need to fix it, or they need to cut it, right? All right, so yeah, and then you also want to have your detailed dispute letters. In my ebooks, it's going to show you all that step by step on how to actually do it yourself if that's what you want to do, right? And then, of course, the tracking information. So let me let you guys know the impact timeline on disputing things. Successfully disputed items, they typically appear as deleted or updated within 30 to 45 days. Your score improvements ranging from anywhere from 20 to 100 points are common when negative items are removed. Now, depending on the severity and the recency of the disputed information. Now, I just need to let you guys know when you're working on your credit, it's not always going to go up, up, up. You're not always just going to see, oh, I'm fixing my credit, my score is going to go up. Be mindful that when you're fixing and repairing your credit, it's a high possibility that your credit's going to go down as well. It's going to fluctuate. So I tell all my clients, do not judge your credit score for the first 4 months because it's going to fluctuate. Say like we got a collection removed, for instance. We got a collection removed, so that just took away that length of credit. They might have had they might have had that account for like 7 years. So it just took away 7 years of history. Remember? 7 years of history. And then it also took away their payment history. Okay. Even though it went into collections, you might have had some healthy payment history at one point, which gave you a certain amount of data points. So therefore, all that is gone. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So I just wanted to let you guys know that's how it works. I have unfortunately lost a guy that I was working with him for 2 months, and his credit score went down 30 points. Mind you, I had gotten 3 collections off in the first round, but he didn't want to stay because his credit score went down 30 points. But it would have took me no time to get it back up by giving him credit building resources. But he had a lack of knowledge. He didn't want to get on the phone for me to explain. He thought, oh, you took my money and then my credit score went down. That's not how it works, partner. It's called building, repairing. But that's okay. We made room for others. All right, so let's go to strategy 3, which is this again, add strategic positive trade lines. While we're working on that credit, things are going to fluctuate. Your credit score is going to fluctuate. It's going to go up and down. The algorithm's getting a little cray-cray, right? So do not judge your credit score for the first 4 months. 4 months. Give it 4 months. Hell, you've been with the bad credit for 4 years. Hell, if not longer. Give it 4 months. Give it 4 months to start seeing how we can add to the process and not take away, right? Of course, we're going to be taking away the bad stuff, but we're going to strategically add positive trade lines to build that credit score up. So My guy didn't even get to strategy 3. He didn't even get to stage 3. You guys don't get paranoid about your credit. I mean, the only suggestion I can give you is don't even think about credit, use credit or anything like that for the first 4 to 6 months. If somebody is working on your credit, if you're working on your credit, give yourself a realistic timeline of my credit's been jacked up this long. I can't miss what I ain't never had. So let me not apply for things. Let me not even think about this credit score. Let my provider, the person that is helping me to repair my credit, or even if that's you, give yourself some grace so that you can get to a place where you would start obtaining assets and not liabilities. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of strategies and stuff like that in order to add strategic positive trade lines. You can do the authorized user strategy. Again, that's going to be in my ebook. You can also do the rent reporting strategy as well as credit builder loans. They range anywhere from from $3,000 to $2,000 is the typical amount. 12 to 24 month terms, and they make sure that they're reporting to all 3 credit bureaus. Now, typically, I don't start doing the strategic positive trade lines until you're ready, right? Because we don't want you to pay all this money and then you're not seeing. Remember, I told you within the first 4 months you're seeing your credit score fluctuate. So I don't want people to put sugar on top of you know what. So that's just my strategy. To each his own. Every person that has their own mentorship, they have their different strategies, but this is just my strategy, and I've learned from experience by working on my own. I'm like, okay, so I don't want to pay this money for credit building resources when it just doesn't make sense. Okay, and we don't want it to mess up the algorithm, at least for the first 2 months. I do my attacks for the first 2 months, and then after the first 2 months, I go ahead and start doing my strategies on the credit building resources. Now there are other things that I do advise people to do in the beginning, but again, that's going to be in the mentorship to balance out the fluctuation of the credit score as we're working on it. But again, that's in my mentorship program. All right, so then the authorized user impact timeline, you'll be getting that. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but let's go ahead and go to strategy 4. Again, I told you about protecting your payment history. Put everything on auto pay that's being reported to your credit bureaus, because this is the highest impact on your credit report. That's 35%. Okay, so it'll be explaining about that, and it's also going to show you in this ebook or in this module about the late payment impact by score range. Now, I don't want you guys to concentrate too much about late payments, because if there's late payments on your report, that's going to be a thing of the past, because that's not something that we're going to program our mind to even think about, because moving forward after working with me, ain't no more late payments. Anything. Okay, this is how I did it when I was on Section 8 and making $9 an hour, and I knew I started learning about credit. Anything that was being reported to my credit profile, that was going to get paid first. My rent, all that other stuff, it's going to get paid last. And that's just how the cookie crumbles. Anything that's getting paid, or getting reported to my credit profile, automatically I'm paying you, because that's my report card. Anything else like my utilities and my rent and stuff like that, I'll pay y'all after I pay the things that are being reported to my credit bureau. Why is that? If you have credit cards that are getting reported to your credit bureau, pay them off first. Let it set until after the report date. Then after the report date, go ahead and pay your utility bill with your credit card. Go ahead and pay your rent with your credit card. But anything that's reporting to your credit profile needs to be paid first. Everything else can wait. Don't panic. Oh, I don't want to get behind on my rent. I don't want to get behind on my rent. That's where they have y'all programmed for failure. Forget. The rent will get paid, but let me go ahead and build up my credit so I can leverage my credit at a later date. Because I'm telling you, the better your credit score is, the more fundable you are, the more credible you are, and you won't have to be worried about not being able to pay your rent, your mortgage, right? Rent don't even report. So mortgage, that's a whole nother level. But nevertheless, moving right along. All right, strategy 5 is just manage new credit inquiries. Stop getting desperate, y'all. I know when we're over here working on your credit, and I have other business partners and business besties where we're in the same field, you guys get a little excited. Your credit report goes up 10, 20, 30 points, and you start applying for stuff. Woo, that's defeating the purpose. So you will not be applying for anything while you're working on your credit. Just keep it real, keep it 100, because creditors don't want to see any more than 2 inquiries on your report, because then you're starting to look desperate. So just manage your new credit inquiries, okay? So let's talk about a hard pull versus a soft pull. The hard inquiries, they affect your score, and they appear when you apply for credit cards, loans, or mortgages, okay? A soft inquiry, a soft inquiry occurs during a background check, pre-approvals, or when you check your own credit, right? These don't impact your scores, but they do show up in the background, okay? So let's rate your shopping window. FICO models, they recognize when you're rate shopping for mortgages, auto loans, or student loans. So multiple inquiries for the same loan type within 14 to 45 days, they say they count as a single inquiry, allowing you to compare offers without penalty. But if they say that, how come it's showing up on my credit report is I have 30, 45, 15 inquiries? Make it make sense. That's a lie, because those 12 points still affect me. I mean, excuse me, those 12, 30, 15 inquiries are still reflecting on my credit report for other things. Make it make sense. So this is something that is really hurting our community. Hard inquiries remain on your report for 24 months, but they only affect your score for 12 months. After 1 year, they become irrelevant to scoring calculations, even though they're still visible to creditors, which is not fair. Why are they still visible to creditors? If they don't affect my credit score, why are they still there? Take it off. But I do have a secret for that as well. But anyway, you got to be in my mentorship program to get the secrets. Other than that, you can go ahead and get I'm going to give you the free ebook, and you can make it make sense. And yeah, I'm here for it. Okay, strategy number 6, maintain account activity. The activity principle is going to explain to you about that. The strategic activity management. Yeah, so this is telling you about inactive credit accounts. They can reduce your scoring momentum by signaling to the algorithms that you're not actively managing credit. So you want to use those credit cards, right? And what about a strategic activity management? Like I said, you could set up automatic small charges like streaming services on your oldest cards to keep them active. Just continue the automatic payments from your checking account to ensure zero balance billing cycle. Remember, I talked about that in the beginning, making sure that you keep your the things that are being reported to your credit bureau, keep them on auto pay. Now let's talk about strategy 7, which is monitor and track your progress. Okay, so the weekly score monitoring, there are score monitoring systems where they update weekly. I know people are using Credit Karma and stuff like that. or experience free monitoring to track weekly score changes. But the most updates occur within 3 to 5 days after the creditor statement dates when new Metro 2 data transmit to bureaus. Okay. You can also use services like My Free Score Now, but that doesn't give you a weekly scoring module. It's only a monthly scoring module. So what are you looking for? You're looking for a change alert. With these, with the score monitoring, you want to set up the change alert. So if you see a credit increase, bam, you get an alert. If you see a decrease, you get an alert. And that just keeps you on your P's and Q's, and it helps you to be proactive with your credit journey. So you just want to enable instant notifications for new inquiries, account changes, or potential identity theft indicators, right? So this helps you to get early detection, and it allows rapid responses to errors or fraudulent activities before significant damage occurs. And of course, statement date tracking. Oh my God, I'm working with this guy right now, and I want when he knows, like he's so on point with his statement date tracking. It's insane. I'm super proud of him, and I'll share his journey with you when I can. All things are confidential over here, but I'm super proud of him. I can't wait to share his story. But anyway, so you want to document each creditor statement, the closing date. This is when they report to the bureaus. And you want to time your balance pay downs to occur before these dates to ensure optimal utilization reporting. Okay. You don't want to pay on your credit card and then the next day, like, okay, let me go and use it. You want to pay on your credit card, wait till it reports with that balance, and then go use it. But there is a system to that. In my mentorship, I will definitely teach you all of that. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and then also I'm going to share with you the 30-day score lift framework, and that's how to lift that score within 30 days. The assessment phase, dispute the filing, right? So I can't guarantee, I don't like to guarantee, but what I can guarantee is you will see some improvement in your credit score within 30 days working with me. And I'll tell you those things. I'll tell you those things in my mentorship program. Also, what I'm doing is I'm doing a special for this 1111 portal because I know we're manifesting wealth. We are manifesting a better life, a better health, better relationships, right? So I'm here. I'm the answer to that prayer. So I was like, okay, so let me do something for my community. So this is where I want to help you give birth to your dream credit profile. With Birth the Nation Network, we specialize in credit profile optimization. Now, it's credit profile optimization. It's a comprehensive Metro 2 compliant approach that goes far beyond traditional quote unquote credit repair. I'm not a credit repair company. I don't repair credit. All I do is to help you optimize your credit profile, which means to optimize those data points. Okay. So our mission is helping you to build, protect, and leverage credit as a true financial asset. No more liabilities, y'all. So we transform credit profiles from liability to launchpad. How many of y'all are tired of your credit being a liability? Right? How many of y'all are tired of being denied for homes or even a simple thing like $100 credit card? Like, really? How many of y'all are tired of telling your children no? How many of y'all are tired of robbing Peter and paying Paul, and then Paul is broke, Peter broke, you broke, everybody broke, except for the government? How many of you are tired of being tired? That's stressful, having to juggle all of these different things, not being able to go where you want to go, do what you want to do, buy what you want to buy, right? So, whew, I just got chills. I'm about to help so many more people. So we transform credit profiles from liability to launchpad, positioning clients for home ownership, business funding, and generational wealth building through systematic optimization of every Metro 2 data point. Every Metro 2 data point. Okay? And this is not a sale. This is a fact. So what our credit profile optimization does, and I say "our" because even though this is my tool, my company, I say "our" because I'm sharing it with you. I don't have a team behind me saying don't do this and don't do that. That's what I'm in the trenches with you for now. And I'm going to do that for the month of November for now, in honor of my mother, in honor of my best friend, cousin Carrie, who yesterday, I just realized yesterday was the day that she passed away. She actually passed away on 11/11, but I was so in my head. I never really focused on that until how many years has it been? Been 2 or 3 years. So many people passing away in my family. I don't even keep the dates anymore. I'm like, another one and another one and another one. I have a cousin that just passed away on last Thursday, around 35 years old. I'm not for sure of his exact age, right? So yeah, people are passing away, not even able to fulfill their dreams. So I'm doing this till the end of the month with this special so that I can help more people. This is crazy. So what our CPO does, a full spectrum optimization. We're going to help you get the data correct. So it's the data accuracy. We're going to help you correct personal information. We're going to help you address and identify mismatches that cause denials. Clean the demographic data is essential for accurate reporting and loan approvals. A lot of people don't know that. So we're going to help you get that data accuracy done. We're going to help you with your account optimization using our Metro 2 compliant methods. We challenge unverifiable negative accounts and work directly with the creditors to resolve legitimate disputes under the Fair Credit Reporting Act guideline. That's right. And I'm on the phone with them. Thank you. I'm on the phone with them and with you as your advocate, your credit advocate, because you need somebody to have your back. You need somebody that knows what they're talking about. You need somebody to come to your defense. And that way, that keeps the ratio of you quitting very low, because you know somebody got your back. You know that you have an advocate or friend that's on your side helping you. So since I've experienced or got my own software, I've been working with close family and friends. I didn't want to intake any strangers or anything like that. But now I'm opening it up to the public because I see the results. I've been able to help over 100 people already. And those are my close family, friends, and referrals. So now I'm opening it up to you. Right? This is all about education and empowerment. Our clients learn to maintain results independently and position themselves for sustainable credit growth, home ownership, and business credit development. It's all about education and empowerment, y'all. We paid so much more being in debt for school loans. It's time to start reinvesting back into yourself. You're not paying me nothing. It's you reinvesting into yourself. It's time. It's time. This is where the credit profile optimization journey. This is what you're going to gain. You're going to gain a clean, verified profile. You're going to gain a strategic score increase. You're going to gain trade line guidance. You're going to gain wealth building programs. You're going to gain access to me and your portal, right? So that's what you're going to gain. Now, let's keep it pushing. Hold on. I got a little excited, and it looks like the computer is trying to freeze on me. But let's give her a minute. Okay, there we go. Woo, okay. Why choose Birth the Nation Network? Let's see. Let's see. As soon as I see it change on Facebook. Oh, Facebook don't like what we're trying to teach. That's okay. That's right. But nevertheless, we're going to keep it pushing because you can catch the replay. Why choose Birth the Nation Network? That is me. That is I. Because we are in the industry leading technology. So we are the industry leading technology. We use the same professional grade tools trusted by credit industry experts, which is called Metro 2 software, for compliant reporting challenges. We also use the MyFreeScore now for real-time monitoring, right? Our credit profile optimization framework for systematic optimization. So this isn't amateur credit repair. It's professional credit architect using institutional grade system and legal framework. It's all legal. So once we help you get that stuff off of there, it ain't coming back. It's proven transformation. Look, our clients consistently move from denied and discouraged to approved and empowered. Period, point blank. Like I said, I've helped hundreds of people achieve mortgage approvals. I got the receipts. Secure business funding, got the receipts. And build generational wealth through optimized credit profile. Got the receipts and the t-shirt. Your credit score, it isn't just a number. It's a gateway to every major financial opportunity in your future. That's what it is. That's what it is. So if you're ready to transform your credit profile, where you'll see measurable results within the first 30 days, you'll see an average point increase within 100 plus. 100 plus average point increase. Again, that is structured over an 8-month program. But I didn't got so jazzy. I didn't reduce it to a 6-month program. Well, you'll see an average point increase of 100 points. Now, am I guaranteeing this? Absolutely not. This is average. Everybody's credit report is different. It's like a fingerprint. It's all unique. It depends on what it is and how you got it. But yeah. So again, you're gonna have portal access where you can track your progress anytime through our secure Birth the Nation Network credit portal and real-time updates. I partnered up with, again, MyFreeScore now for that information. Now, your credit profile is the foundation of your financial future. Every major milestone, whether it's buying a house, starting a business, securing a favorable loan, building generational wealth, it depends on the data points in your Metro 2 file. So Birth the Nation Network transforms that data from obstacle to opportunity. I'll say that again. Birth the Nation Network transforms that data from obstacle to opportunity. Okay, moving right along. So, yep, we want to help you to get the credit that you deserve. She is doing her own thing. I'm almost done here, guys. Almost done. Because you're like, okay, all that sounds good. All that sounds good, Kim. What about, how much is it? What does it cost? All right, so let's talk about that. So our credit profile package pricing, and this is, like I said, for the 1111 portal, which actually means new beginning, new lifestyle, new manifestation. Woo, this is where we're going to help you to embark on your journey to financial freedom with Birth Nation Network's credit profile optimization packages. Now, these exclusive limited time offers are your 1111 portal to new beginnings, designed to help you manifest your best life through optimized credit profile. Now, check this out. As we always say, faith without works is dead, right? So it's time to take action. It's time to stop making excuses. It's time to stop looking like you did last year. And now it's a new year. And now you're getting ready to go into a new year. And ain't nothing changed. Let's change that narrative. Let's change that future. Let's change that mindset. So all you got to do is choose the package that aligns with your financial aspirations and take advantage of our special sale prices, right? And I'm doing some crazy work here because my mentors get on me about, Kim, you're not charging enough with the work that you put in. You're not charging enough with the value that they're getting. You're not charging enough with the results that they're getting, right? And I get that. And I get that the holidays are coming. And I get that we're still confused about money. So I'm coming back and I'm doing these against my mentor's wills, but I'm not doing it against my better judgment. My better judgment says, Kim, there's still people here that want the opportunity, that need the help, but they just don't have the money. They don't understand how money works right now. There are single parents out here that have the children. They don't even know how they're going to feed them due to the government shutdown. I understand that. And because of that, I'm coming back and I'm giving you guys the foundation of, let's start now. With the basic foundation package, it's only $199 to get started, y'all. $199 to get started. And that's for me to start doing these attacks and cleaning up your credit, to make sure that you have the correct data points. We're going to start with your personal information and then start going down into your derogatory information, if there is any, right? So the basic foundation, again, that's normally $350. I don't even have that package anymore. My basic package is now $697, and then $75 a month recurring fee. I don't even have these packages anymore, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it for y'all because we deserve better. We deserve to take action. Right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and see what I can do for you, see what I can offer you, right? Because this is about community service, because these prices right here is not putting no money in my pocket at all, but it is helping my community. So that $199 to get started plus the $75 a month recurring fee. Now, with that being said, you're going to get my DIY, which is your do-it-yourself ebook for credit education. So with that, it's going to be detailed. It's going to show you how to do step by step. You're even going to get templates on how or what letter to use. You're even going to get instructions on how to incorporate artificial intelligence, AI, to design your letters. You're going to get the templates for that. You're going to get the prompts for that, right? And then in the $199 package, you're also going to get the initial credit analysis and then the Metro 2 compliant dispute letters. And I'm going to correct this because it says for up to 5 items per bureau, but that's unlimited items per bureau. Unlimited items per bureau. So each time I do an attack, it's unlimited items. So what that means, let me go ahead and clarify that. What that means is that anything that's derogatory with that credit bureau is going to be included in that one letter. All of your derogatory information, inaccurate information, erroneous information is going to be in that first letter. I'm not going to do 5 things at a time. It's unlimited. Whatever I see on your credit report is going out in that letter. Period, point blank, the first time. Okay, so period. So that's for the 199 just to get started. That's for my struggling mothers, and I'm not gonna say struggling. I'm gonna say my maintaining mothers, because we ain't struggling. We're gonna have to reprogram our mindset. Words or spells. Ain't nobody struggling. We just don't understand. So that's what I'm here for. Okay, so then for the 350 package, again, this is my basic package because I don't even have that 199 package anymore, right? So my basic package is $697, but I'm letting that go. This is the accelerated growth package. I had to go in and do some finagling and switch some numbers around and some offerings around, and I could do that because it's my business and I'm not working for anybody that tells me what I can and cannot do. I do things on a sliding scale, and I do things to accommodate my community and the needs of my community, not the needs of another company. This is for the needs of my community, not for another company. I have a sliding scale. I know what that looks like, being that I came from Section 8. I know how important the sliding scale is, and I could slide this scale. And I'm sliding it for us the rest of the month. Because we're not going into 2026 the way we looking like in 2025. Not doing it, no sir, no ma'am. Not nobody that has access to me. Okay, so the accelerated growth package, so that's $350. Now the only difference is you're going to get everything in the basic package. So you're going to get the unlimited disputes. I'll go in and change that in a minute. You're going to get the unlimited disputes. You're also going to get the do-it-yourself ebook for credit education. You're also going to get a comprehensive credit analysis. Now, the basic, you're getting the initial credit analysis, but the comprehensive credit analysis means that I'm going to include some stuff, right? You're also going to get the Metro to Compliant dispute for, like I said, unlimited. But with this package, you're going to get trade lines. You're going to get trade lines in this package. You're also going to get credit building resources. Credit building resources and trade lines with this package for $350 to start, and then again $75 a month. I do have an elite mastery package. The original price is $2,500. Like I said, I'm just bringing this one. I'm bringing this back like bell bottoms because I don't even have these prices anymore. My elite mastery package is now $5,000. But okay, so like I said, I'm just bringing back this slide. So it's saying the original price is $2,500, but I'm letting it go for $1,500. Now, the thing about this is I'm not going to do a recurring monthly fee. I'm going to let you have this package for 6 months. For 6 months for $1,500, you're going to get all of my DIY ebooks for credit education, business credit. You're also going to get a health and wellness ebook. You're going to get unlimited Metro 2 compliant dispute letters done for you. Mind you, all this stuff right here is done for you. So even though you're going to get the DIY ebooks, I'm still going to be doing it for you and with you. Okay. So for you and with you. So again, you're going to get personalized trade line strategies and how to implement those. You're going to be getting support. You're also going to get access to wealth building programs and so much more. So much more with that package because I give so much more. I over deliver, which is why my mentors are like, man, what you deliver, you're not charging enough, but that's okay. I'm going to stand back. I'm going to stand down on my people. And this is what I'm doing for the month of November. And I'm going to be doing more lives like this. The plan is to do it every day at 11:11. But with technology, we know how that is sometimes. Things don't always go our way when we rely on others and other things to make it happen. But this special offer, it says it ends Sunday. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. This special offer ends Sunday. So don't miss out on this opportunity to transform your credit profile and just open up doors to new possibilities. Remember to invest in your financial future today. Now, okay. So since my developer went ahead and put that this special is on, it's good until Sunday, I'm gonna leave it at that. We want to see how many people are going to take advantage of it, because check it out, we're not chasing, we're attracting. So depending on if I need to even stay in this rim of the trenches will determine on how many people I can help by Sunday. Okay, so the ball's in your court. There you have it. Let me go ahead and stop sharing. There you have it. You guys get with me. I will be putting how you can contact me. Actually, let me go ahead and do that now. Let me go ahead and put it in the comments before I get out of here. Mhm. Okay, so on Facebook, I went ahead and put the ebook in there. Actually, it's a contact form. Once you fill out that contact form, you will get a free ebook. And then also that will give me the opportunity to reach back out to you and give you a consultation to see if you need my services. So let me go ahead and exit this. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So again, like I said, the link is here in the chat. And for those who are watching the replay, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those of you who hopped on live, I appreciate you. So go ahead and fill out the contact card so you can get your free ebook as well as your free credit consultation. And once I get that, I'll give you a call and we'll take it from there. I love each and every one of you. Continue to be great on purpose, and I'll see you real soon. Have a good night or good day. Good luck. I'll talk to you guys soon.